Hi, I'm Alex Olinger of Alex's ESL World. I made an introductory video when I first started my website, but a lot has changed and I decided it's time to update everything. Many of my students were not so tech savvy, so I decided I should give everyone a tour of my website and to share with you some of the plans that I'm making for the future. I've been making about 2 videos each week since the 1st of August. That's when I retired from teaching in a community college classroom. I really want to be able to help more people with their English and their American culture questions, and I felt like doing this online was the best way I could do that. My video lessons are mostly for advanced and intermediate students, but there are things on my website for learners of all levels. I was teaching advanced students for the past few years, and I had so much fun with those students that I wanted to keep making advanced lessons. I expect I'll get around to making lessons for beginners, but not until I get a good library of advanced lessons first. I don't know how many people have visited my website, but I thought it would be a good idea to give you a tour of the site in case you haven't been able to find what you're looking for. So let's have a look now at Alex's ESL World. Here's my homepage. You can see this picture of a class I taught in Placentia, California. If you look at the top, you'll see my menu in a random order. And here, you can see my pages in alphabetical order. Either place works fine. You can get those pages from either menu. For the most important links, for most of you, you can see these 3 pictures. You can click on these pictures or on the words "Read More" under the pictures. These will take you to the web pages. Let me show you. If I click this page, it will take you to this page. And as you can see, this is the page where you can find my pronunciation lessons. You can get there from the home page by clicking on Pronunciation Lessons on either menu or by clicking on the photograph. Any of these 3 places on the home page will take you to the same place. When you get to the Pronunciations lesson page, you can see 4 videos shown, and underneath the videos, you see a short description for each one of them. The videos are numbered so you can tell which video goes with each description. The video labeled Pronunciation 1 is the video for Lesson 1, American English Vowels, and the video labeled Pronunciation 2 is the video for the second lesson, and so on. When you see these green buttons under the descriptions, that means I've provided some handouts for you. Just click the button and the handout will open. You can then download it if you want or print it out. It's there for you if you want it. If you scroll down that page, you'll find the rest of the pronunciation videos. Looking back at my home page, let's click on Grammar Lessons on the top menu. You'll see a drop-down box that shows the different kinds of grammar lessons. Right now, I have lessons on verbs and a lesson on relative clauses. Remember, you can click on Grammar Lessons in the second menu or on the picture above English Grammar. They all take you to the same place, which is Grammar Lessons. If you click on this picture or Read More, you'll be taken to this page. Actually, if you click on Grammar Lessons on any of the menus and you don't select anything from the drop-down list, you'll go to this page. On this page, you can see verbs, relative clauses, articles, and prepositions. Right now, all I have are the verb lessons and 1 lesson on relative clauses. I know I want to add lessons on articles and prepositions, but for now, they're just placeholders. The relative clauses lesson isn't a video lesson, but it will be. I'll probably make changes to this, but I'm not sure what those changes will be. Okay, so if we click on the first image, the one that says verbs on it, it will take us to this page for verb lessons. These are the 4 lessons that cover all the verb tenses. As you can see, there's a line of videos and underneath are brief descriptions of what's in each video. If you scroll down, you'll find more videos on verbs. And if you scroll even more, you'll find even more videos about verbs. These are the lessons on modals. I have 2 videos up as I write this, but I'm right now in the process of uploading the 3rd video, and I plan to complete the 4th in the next few days. After I complete the modal videos, I plan to do a series of video lessons on conditionals. I think I'll end up with 4 of those. Those will go underneath the modals videos. Now, if we go back to my home page again, I want to show you what you'll find on some other links. First, I showed you the picture that will take you to my pronunciation lessons, and I showed you the picture that takes you to my grammar lessons, but I haven't showed you what this last picture is all about. If you click on this picture, all you're going to see is a blank page with the words "Coming Soon" on it. This is one of my projects that I'm trying to fit into my schedule. I've written the first episode, but I still have some things to learn about podcasting. I love listening to podcasts, and I used to play them for my students in class, but I haven't yet made a podcast. I had this idea of making a podcast that would allow me to share more English points that are maybe too short for a video. I'd also like to expand my lessons to sharing information about cultures. In fact, my favorite thing to teach and to learn about is world culture. I want to share American culture with you, and I hope to be able to interview some people from other countries so we can all learn more about people from other places. I'm going to include things like idioms and slang expressions and phrasal verbs. I have a huge list of those waiting for me to use them in a podcast. I want to address questions from viewers and questions I've gotten over the years that I know many people would like answers for. For example, what's the difference between make and do? And how about the differences between the verbs murmur, mutter, and mumble? You'll have to tune in to my podcast to find those answers. I'll let you know when the podcast is ready. For now, back to my homepage. Either of these links will take you to a place that I made for people who might not be advanced learners. This is just a list of websites that have a lot of information and lessons for English learners. I'm not getting anything from any of these sites. I just wanted to provide as much as I could for people who need to work on their English. You can click on any of these and see if there's anything helpful for you. The next topic on the menus is communication lessons. Right now, all I have here is one TED Talk, Tim Urban, who talks about being a master procrastinator. Do you know what that is? A procrastinator is a person who knows they have something they have to do, but they put it off. They wait to do it later. I think everyone puts off things sometimes, but Tim Urban does it a lot. He's funny, and it's good practice to listen to these talks. You can also watch these with subtitles. I'll be adding more things here, things that I used to show to my students in class. The next 2 links are About Me and Pictures. These are personal for me. The first one just gives you an introduction to me, so you can see that I was an ESL teacher for a long time, and I'm a native speaker. There's also a picture at the bottom of the page, and this is a very special picture because it's me with some of my students from the last class I taught. Looking at the picture, I can see so many countries represented. The students here are from Afghanistan, El Salvador, Germany, Brazil, Poland, Peru, Mexico, Colombia, and Guatemala. I really loved teaching such diverse groups, and to see them being friends with each other is very inspiring. The last page here is pictures. If you're like me, you love to look at pictures, so I've included a few from my career. The first one is several years old. It's from a class I taught at UCLA. No, we weren't really fighting, we were just playing. That's my website. I hope you'll go there often. Oh, I almost forgot one of the most important things. Using these links, you can go back to this page. This page is called Ask Me an English Question. If you use this form, you can ask me any kind of English question you'd like, and I'll give you an answer. I haven't gotten as many of these as I'd hoped for. I'd really like to use these questions for either future lesson videos or for my podcast. You don't have to give me your full name if you're uncomfortable with that. Just give me a nickname. I just want to be able to address you in some way. The reason I ask for your email is so that I can write back to you. See, these messages come to me in my email. I do not share this information with anyone else, so you can correspond with me without worrying about getting any spam. I do hope more people will start using this. Of course, you can always just comment on the site or on my YouTube channel. where all of these videos can be found, even this one. The last thing I want to show you is my blogs. They're short, and they're located below the pictures I already showed you on my homepage. As you can see, the last one I wrote was New Things Afoot. Notice the dates. They go back and forth from one column to the other. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to share with you. I really just wanted you to know where to find my lessons. I'm on Facebook, but honestly, I need to start working on promoting more of my business page. And that's an introduction to Alex's ESL World on my website, YouTube, and Facebook. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the virtual world.